everyone. This is the Holiday Christmas Fan, and everything that you guys seen in that video, I uploaded yesterday. The slideshow with the Christmas music, and showing things I want to get for this year, and it's part two technically because I made a part one, I think a month ago or 2 months ago, but I decided to do another one. Um, Everything in that video I'm looking for, basically. Now, the houses covered in Christmas lights are just ideas of certain things I'm going to do with outdoor Christmas lights this year. I'm not going that crazy. That's a little much, especially for where we live. It's not the right place to be doing it that crazy. Like, if we had our house blocked off and no one could come up our driveway and all that, like, I don't want it that crazy to the point where people are gonna think they're allowed to just walk up on our property and check out all the stuff. I just want it. I just want to get a lot of stuff for this year outside. Not not too much where it's almost too much, but more than I had ever in our front yard. Like, I'm definitely getting the 14-foot air blown inflatable Santa. I'm definitely getting that when Canadian Tire puts that back up for this year. Hopefully stores open again like that, those kind of stores, and hopefully workplaces open again so I can work this year cuz I want to be working, so but all in all, I am getting the 14-foot inflatable Santa. I'm gonna try finding other inflatables. Oh my! But I'm gonna try finding some air blown inflatables this year. I'm thinking about. I'm gonna get the Home Depot has it every year, and I'm thinking about getting the air blown inflatable Christmas Jemmy hugging bear. I'm gonna get that. It's pretty cool, even though it's a lot of money. It's like $100 or something. I'm still getting it because it's pretty cool. But there's a lot of things I want to get, so if I can work full time, that's going to be great. But if I do go back to that restaurant this year, this will be my third year, and I'm going to be working, probably going to be working like, I'm probably going to start working 5 days a week again, if not just four. I'll probably just do four again, but I'm going to work a lot more hours. I'll probably work till like 7 o'clock till whenever we close. That would be a long day, but it do the trick. Um, but yeah, guys, I'm thinking about this year. I have like 3 or 4 big trees in a row with each other, and if I could actually, you know what, I might go find it right now and show you it. So guys, here's the inflatable I was talking about for months, and I never showed it. It's pretty cool. It's made by Jemmy. Just let it do its thing. It's coming. Here we go. It's a very, very cool item. It's pretty big. It's not small or anything. Um, so there you go. Um, I'm not really sure where they got this, but it's pretty cool. The only thing I don't like is you have to have this thing. You have to have this tied up fully so it will stay up. But as you can tell, it has the reindeer with Santa. Maybe the reason why it's not staying upright because there's a hole somewhere. I don't know. Or maybe it's supposed to be like that. I'm not so sure. My aunt and uncle gave me this last year. And this part right here is all cracked up. It's not in the best condition. You can still see it, the elves and the sleigh, but I guess they paid 20 bucks for this, wherever they got it, at a flea market or something. But I've never seen a video of this on YouTube, so this is the thing that I'm going to be putting outside, under the tree outside, and then I'm going to tie a really good piece of rope here. And what I'm going to get my dad to do is take a torch, and I'm going to get him to melt the rope so it doesn't come undone, and then I'm going to tie the rope to the tree and have it up all the way like that. But I think there's I don't know, I'll look later on, but this doesn't like to stay up. I'm not so sure why it won't stay up by itself. It's a pretty cool decoration. I was always curious why it never stayed up properly. Like, I don't see any sign of holes or anything like that in particular. Yeah, there's no holes. Maybe it's just the fan, for all I know. But yeah, I'm not so sure what year this is. It doesn't say on the tag on the bottom, so I'm not so sure what year this thing is, but I'll let that inflate for now. I'm gonna come back here and talk to you again. But yeah, it's a pretty cool item, I'm not gonna lie. It's still inflating slowly. This thing's probably like 2010 or 2009 or something, because it looks older, like an older Gemmy item, like an older Gemmy inflatable. It does say Gemmy, but the weird thing is, like, there's no holes or anything, and I'm wondering, what the heck is that? Oh, it must be zip tags. I think that's what it is, yeah. There's zip tags in there for something. Probably to keep this on. Yeah, that's what it is. It's probably not secured properly. Nope, it isn't secured properly. That's why air's coming out of it, because the zip ties don't keep this part, the air in properly. So you have to have it, you have to hold it up by like this all the way, so it'll inflate all the way. But it's pretty cool. I can't wait to put it outside. It needs a new light bulb though. I'm gonna look and see how many light bulbs it takes. So I'm not sure how many it does take. I really have no idea. So there's one missing. That's probably why it's not inflating properly. What year does it say? No. Thought the fan would have said something, but the fan doesn't. So there's one light bulb missing. That's probably why the thing isn't inflating properly. So it was zippered all the way too, which is kind of odd why it wouldn't inflate right. But it's almost fully inflated now. It's a pretty cool inflatable. Wait, does it say here? Let me see. No, it just says Gemmy Industries. No date or nothing. Usually the blow-ups do say the date, but this one don't. Which is super weird for a Gemmy inflatable, because usually they'll say the date, and this one don't. For all I know, guys, let me know in the comments down below. Is this a prototype inflatable? Because I've never seen this in my life. So I'm gonna say this is a pretty rare Gemmy inflatable. My uncle gave me this for free, and he gave me a talking Douglas fir, not the one I reviewed, the mini version that dances. Well, it doesn't dance now because the belt snapped because the speed dial was up too high. And the worst part is I can't get into it. But I might find a way, actually. I might be able to. If I get like mini thingies to stick a new belt on or something. Probably won't happen, but I might find a different way to get inside of it and just put something on there to make it dance again. Once it comes to Christmas time again, I might just take it apart and try to get it to dance, the mini Douglas fir tree. I don't have the 3 foot tall one. That's another one I want. The 3 feet tall Douglas fir. There's a 4 foot one too. I want that. I might try to get that one instead. 3 to 4 feet. There's not much of a difference, but either way, if I find one of them, that'll do. Also, I have a rare Gemmy item. This thing. It fully works. I fixed it. This arm never moved before. I glued it back together, the piece. I kind of stretched out this thing here so it would wobble more. It never really wobbled when I got it, so I just gave it a little bit of a stretch. So now it will wobble like it's supposed to. There's a Santa version Um, I want to get It's Even Cooler. It has the same song and the same voice, but I just like the Santa version more. I don't know why, but the elf one is rare, really rare. And the funny thing is, I got this elf one at Valley Village last year, which is kind of a shocker. I haven't tried it with new batteries before. Never have. It does work, but the plastic thing's kind of snapped a little bit. It's kind of messed up. I don't have the cover for it anymore, so that's a bummer. I might just try to find another one for it. The way I did this was I had to unstitch all here, and unstitch down here to get inside of them. And there's still some holes that I can't stitch back together. Like there's little tiny holes. But other than that, like you can't even notice it. If you put the hair down, you can see two holes, but they're not as noticeable. Um, but this is the Boing Christmas characters series. It's pretty cool. Um, it's kind of the hat's kind of messed up. It was always messed up, but I tried to fix it. But it's still pretty cool. And when my retail store opens again, it's like a thrift store. I might be working there full time this year. They want me there. It's a really good spot too. Everyone's nice there. But if I get hired there, um, I know exactly what I'll be doing. Every time I'm done working there, I'm gonna be seeing what's out on the shelves for sale for Christmas stuff. And if there's anything really good that I find that's really, really good, like something I've been looking for and I don't have it, and it's awesome and it's amazing, I'm getting it. So stay tuned. Whenever this virus stuff stops, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna see if there's anything good. And if there is, I'll be buying some stuff. Probably not right now. Possibly one later on down the road. Like if I go there and there's nothing there, I'm heading to the Old Valley Village and I'm gonna see because they get Christmas motionettes, and usually when they have the box, they fully work. There was one time I went to a Valley Village up in Halifax, and they had a motionette Santa, and the thing was huge. Like it was like 4 feet, and the box was massive, and they wanted $50 for it, and all the gears were stripped. The head didn't. It was trying to move, but the gear was stripped. And I would have bought it. I still would have bought it now because guess what? My 2010 Jason. I'll be right back. So I put a whole bunch of gears in a bag from my 2010 Jason, and I got one of them gears, one of those gears, um, another one kind of with a bigger end. I got a big gear. I have a 10 tooth gear, but it's kind of stripped. It's not stripped bad, but it's starting to. Like no joke, it is starting to strip. There's a black spot on one area on the gear, but I'm keeping it even though it's already kind of stripped because it will do. And then I got this weird freaking gear with this big end. And then I don't know why, I decided to keep it just in case because it could come in hand. Where is it at? I got one of them belt circle things because if one breaks on my Jemmy item, I can just stick a new one on, and there we go. But anytime I have to throw out anything and it's no good, I'll be taking all the gears out of it, and I will be taking all the gears out and put every time I have an item and the thing completely stops working. Like now, if my Santa stopped working, I wouldn't take the gears out of it. I'd just leave it. But like, if this thing stopped working someday, I take all the gears out of it and get rid of it. You know, anything that has like batteries or like it's kind of messed up and it's not in the best condition. Like it's not in the best condition because I had to stitch it a lot to get into it. I had to use scissors and I had to cut this thing open just to fix one thing. The head was kind of broke too, so I had to kind of adjust it. And I fixed it. But there's like a big chunk of glue, like a big blob of glue on the piece that was snapped on the arm, and that's what's holding that in place. And it's probably gonna hold for a couple of years, if not for my whole life, because it's on there pretty good. But yeah. So guys, I will be doing repair videos, not anytime soon. If anything has a strip gear or anything like that, like if anything starts to strip or something just strips and the item's trying to move and it can't because of the gear, I'll be taking it apart and hoping there's a gear in here similar to that gear that I can throw on, or the same gear that's actually not bad, throw it on, and hopefully that works. But I have a fiber optic Christmas church, and I think the motor's dying or gear stripping because it like makes a clicking sound. It never did that before, and then it just started to. But yeah, if I had 50, if I went to Halifax and that Motionette Santa, it's like in a sleigh, but it's not what you think it is. It's not the Santa's Best one with the reindeer and the head moves on it. It's not that. But I was like, oh my effing god, this thing is huge. And let me tell you, if I would have known my Jason broke, I would have done this a long while ago. And then I would have took it home. I would have put new gears in it. And, you know, but there's a lot of stuff in here. There's another gear in here and it's like really weird. I think it was from his arm or something, Jason's arm. It's like a really thick gear, but it's like yellow for some reason. I don't know why, but sometimes gears do that. I don't know how to get rid of the yellow. I don't plan on it. It's just how much it's been used. But yeah, there's a lot of different kind of gears in here. I think, okay, that's awesome. I got a 10-tooth gear, and I got something similar to it that's slightly bigger. So if I need a gear that needs a replacement, and I have one in here that is valuable and it's in good condition and it's gonna work, I'll try it. But there's a lot of gears in here. Like there's metal bars in them, right? I'm leaving them in there just in case. But yeah, I don't know when. I'm gonna try doing some repair videos eventually. If anything breaks, you'll be getting a repair video. But that's not gonna happen for a very long time because eventually things will strip. But I won't be able to do that. And if I find a motionette that is trying to move, but it can't because something is stripped, I'm gonna tell my dad, I don't care, I'm buying it anyway, because I have leftover gears that are valuable and they're in good condition. And I'll put a new one on, and that's problem solved. Because when I take something apart, I'm gonna see what's stripped, and if something is stripped and I can fix it, sweet. But and if I see a few gears on something and they're really bad, like they're about to strip but they're not quite stripped and they're just barely touching the gear, I'm gonna replace it. You know, but it's not hard to replace a gear. If any of my motionettes break, I know exactly what to do. Now what you can do if your gear's stripping and it's not turning, you can like get this welding glue and put it between the gear hole onto the bar, the metal piece, and it'll work. But it'll make a loud noise. And it might work for you, but yeah, guys. But there's a couple motionettes I really want, and there's one I do want really bad, and I'm gonna try to get it. It's really cool. It doesn't light up, but I really want it. It's too cool not to get. So, anyways, guys, I just wanted to talk about a few things. You know, I wanted to show you a few things. My gears I haven't a plan for, and I'm keeping them. I'll probably just put them somewhere in here. I'll probably just do this, roll up the bag like that, because it's already closed. But I'll probably just like set them here. And then whenever something needs to be repaired, take it apart, slip a new gear in it. That's not gonna need to be done for a while. And my Santa's Best, you know, the one with the letter that lifts the letter up with its arm? Well, I think there's a gear stripping in it, but I'm not taking it apart because it's not like really loud. And until it fully strips where it can't move, I'm not taking it apart. As long as it moves and it's doing the trick, I'm fine. It's fine. It's cool. Anyways, guys, I'll see you guys in another holiday Christmas video.